Yeah, but that wouldn't have ended the call with Ethan. That wouldn't have
No,
worked.
but then Hasan would say, "I got to go talk to my Twitch rep right now."
That doesn't
Dan
work.
Clancy's literally calling me. Well, that's not even an unbelievable statement, actually. But
That.
have you heard of or seen pictures of the trucking stuff?
The trucking stuff.
I've gotten emails now from 2 people, and then I saw one person on my subreddit post saying they'd been laid off from their. Or no, the 2 email guys, to be fair, didn't say. They said there were a bunch of people from the company getting laid off, and then I saw one guy post on my subreddit that he got laid off. Apparently, like once a boat goes out on the water, it's like 45 days to get here.
Yeah, I read like 4 to 6 weeks from China for the tariff stuff, and like there was that we've been in this period of that 4 to 6 weeks, like 250% tariffs. So now, and the way it worked, I read because there's a company called Flexport, and it's like a
Flexible port.
it's like a startup that deals with logistics and shipping, and it was the CEO of it is a very smart guy, and he's disrupting a lot of the shipping space, and he does a lot of conversations, he does a lot of blog posts, and he was going on, and he's a very insightful guy to listen to if you just kind of want to understand what the is happening. Like he solved there was like a LA port crisis that they had for a while, and he kind of came in there and solved it. But anyways, he was saying that when the tariffs were first getting announced, they actually didn't go into effect as long as you were anchors up in China before like a date.
It's called like once it's on the water, you're not
Exactly.
supposed to have
So
an
there was this
application,
mad rush when the tariffs were happening to have all these boats leave China. And then it's this 4 to 6 week journey. Or sorry, maybe it's not that long, but it's that long before it hits the East Coast.
Yeah.
And essentially, once the tariffs went into effect, I think there was this massive drop off of new shipments. And now we're going to start feeling that moving forward. And I think the most obvious thing is going to be like all the bullshit Chinesium products that you buy on Amazon, like cables and adapters and things like that, or all of a sudden you're going to be like out of stock.
I'm trying to phase out those terms, Chinesium. China makes cheap shit, but China also makes good shit. It's just people like to buy a lot of cheap shit. Like I'm pretty sure all the nanlite metal for these lights and everything, I'm pretty sure that it's a Chinese company, literally. But like you can buy good Chinese shit, and you can buy shitty Chinese shit. You can't buy shitty shit made in other countries.
You can buy shit anywhere, right?
You could, yeah, but it's usually a lot more expensive, so you just get it from China. But yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the reason that China does make stuff cheap, but in general, that's just because their costs are cheap and they have no, like, the restrictions on what they can do is.
And their labor and everything is way
exactly.
cheaper, yeah.
Like every part, they have, like, no guidance. They're like, hey, let's get some Teflon and some asbestos and make masks out of that. Be sick.
If you have asbestos in your house, did you know they usually just leave it?
Yes, you don't want to disturb it. Asbestos, I think, acts like you know those plants where if you brush by them, it like puts like the little tiny miniature spikes in your arm, stings for like a week. You know what I'm talking about?
I know what you're talking about, but
So asbestos is kind of like that. It's like this material, and that when you brush against it, when you breathe it in, it's these fibers that are undigestible that go into your lung, and they tear up your lungs.
Have you ever played with insulation before?
I've played with mercury.
Why?
Because my dad had.
I think as an element, I don't know if mercury on its own. I think it's like there's like a solution.
The vapor.
For mercury.
No, the vapor is dangerous.
Well, there's some mercury solution. I don't know what it's called. I shouldn't call it a solution because it's not transparent. But it's like if you get like a drop or two of it on your hands, I think you're dead.
that's like yes, not that mercury.
Okay.
Because my grandfather
methyl mercury apparently
was a dentist, and I guess they used mercury for something back in the day with dentistry. But anyways, we had a 10-pound bottle of mercury, and under supervision, he would let me play with it because it's interesting to hold and touch. It's like this incredible. It's like
metals and stuff. Yeah, you don't deal with the physical properties of
it. It's really weird to be holding a liquid and it's heavier than a block of lead. It's like a strange experience. Mm-hmm. But that might explain some of my misspeaking and things like that.
Because the mercury got into the speaking parts of your brain.
Yeah, that was mostly when I was a kid. But that's the Mad Hatter thing because hatters apparently use mercury for some. I know they use it for gold in the Amazon. I guess it sticks to the gold or something like that. Maybe. When they're destroying the out there in the middle of nowhere. I gotta tell you guys, I've made an extension. This is gonna be your best friend. I think I have thousands of accounts blocked. Autoblocker, here it is. Okay, this one, Autoblocker. So, we just released this thing. Mm-hmm. It's very cool because guess what you guys can do? You can put in the Hamas triangle, the commie sickle, all whatever flags you want to put in, and the second it sees them anywhere on Twitter, it insta-blocks them, so you don't have to deal with those psychopaths anymore. It's the best ever. Browsing Twitter is actually, it's oh my God, this is a kind of cool place now. I don't have insane doing anything. And the best part when you block people, I don't know why Elon made this change, but I guess it's good, is that they can't even like retweet you or quote tweet you or anything when you block people now. There's like a big reason to do it. It's like lets them be in their own.
Well, yeah, that used to be the case before. He made it so you could see more blocked stuff than before. Because it used to be that if somebody blocked you, you couldn't even view their tweets.
Yeah, you would have to.
Now you can view it, you just can't retweet
yes,
it.
but like, anyways.
There's a thing you can do for Twitter that actually, if you, this computer is Notepad, right? Open Notepad?
Yeah.
So if you want to block all of the accounts that are bots or that do like obnoxious political content.
Here we go. This is a meme. You know how fast I am?
That are just like racist or like crazy?
You can just block this one account. Do you want to just say the joke?
Are you okay?
I'm typing this.
You've done the same thing 4 times.
I feel like I was...
No, do it one more time. Do it one more time.
I thought that like I was clicking something wrong the first 2 times.
Okay,
like,
do it one more time. Maybe this time you'll click it correctly.
I am clicking it.
Sorry, I was just going to have you open Notepad and say, look, this is Twitter without all those accounts, and it would be blank, and I'd see exactly.
Okay, notice how I knew that was a joke before it happened?
Yeah.
Anyways, so like, look, you can go in here. Oh, I have to go to x.com. Okay, am I even signed into a Twitter account here? We are. Ooh. Well, I don't even know what account this is. I'm not going to click. Anyways, you can go here, and then you can go to settings, and then you can go to, like, you can add a thing in here. Like, you can add, like, I don't know. You probably wouldn't want to add the letter S, but you can, oh, wait, here you go. You can be like, everyone who has a cat, and you just add it. And now anyone who has a cat in their thing gets insta auto-blocked.
Oh, no. That could hit redact.
True.
Because they have the feed the cat every time you do your thing.
Yes. But this is just I think a burner account we made so we could read tweets.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, that's how it works. So add in, the big ones: Hamas triangle, parachute glider, commie sickle. Those are like those 3 right there.
What about people that ironically have them in there?
And North Korea flag.
Okay.
If they ironically have it in there.
Yeah.
Protected accounts.
Oh, cute.
So
you should have
Hamas Piker. I put them in there.
Unfortunately, Cuban flag is also another one.
Is it really?
Sometimes people do it, yeah. Because they stand with like the revolution.
Well, I only do the North Korea flag because I feel if you have that in there, you're just fully gone. But I don't do the Palestine flag. I don't do the watermelon. But I do commie sickle, Hamas down triangle, and the parachute. Because they're all unhinged psychopaths. But anyways, there you go. That's extension. All right. The only time I ever said the N-word, I said it with perfect frequency and timing to intercept and cancel out the sound waves of another guy saying it. You want to try it and see if it works?
Yeah. 3, 2, 1. It worked.
Oh my God, that was crazy. I can't believe it. Wow. I didn't think it would work like that. You guys should try that with your friends.
Good job.
Amazing. Okay, here we go. Into it.
Do you think that like there's a world where Putin is like calling up India and Pakistan and he's like, one of you guys has to nuke each other, like at least a small nuke, like you have to do it, because like if they have like a full-blown war, and I'm only been seeing headlines and they might be having a full-blown war right now, I think maybe
it's probably getting there.
If they really have a full-blown war and nobody nukes each other, I feel like it puts Russia in a really awkward spot, because remember, it was always like, well, you can't have like nuclear powers like fighting each other because they'll start nuking, and it's like, well, look, they just did it and nobody actually nuked each other. Maybe we can go to war again, and people are just chill like that.
Yeah. I mean,
so Putin's like, one of you guys need to.
I feel like I should be more afraid of this conflict going on there for years.
We're so far away, and we can't ship anything from there anyway. The terrorists us, so come.
Yeah, but I feel like India is our okay. The communists hate India.
Do they? Okay. Maybe.
Because India hates Pakistan, and Pakistan
is communist.
Is like Muslims, basically.
Okay.
So they all hate India. So India all stands with Israel. If y'all see the memes, it's like a lot of like, Indian and Israel flags. I don't.
Oh, sure. Well, because they fight with Muslims and Israel fights with Muslims. So
yeah, there you go. That's why. But anyways, I still feel like that's probably the start of World War III is that over there. And they're all unhinged, and they have a fuck ton of nukes too. So yeah, I don't know. Wild stuff. All right.
Do you think a people feels a little differently for civilian deaths based on the proportion of their population? Like, let's say like you're Indian or Chinese and like an attack happens, like 100 people die. Do you think you feel a lot different than like an Israeli or like a Swede or like a New Zealander, because you're like,
Oh, well, I
damn.
mean, if you had like 4 people die in Sweden.
Yeah, sure, but I'm not saying like because
There's gonna be, like, a
it's a
congressional
different. I'm just
inquiry.
saying that like because of the size of the population, do you think Chinese and Indians are like?
I feel
we
like
got
every
a lot
day
of
they
people to
probably
give.
are having that happen and nobody cares. or
Maybe
notices.
yeah, they got like yeah.
There's